systems you have, the prices you are paying, okay, you should get a value in terms of digitization of process, that it should transform your traditional paper-based manual process into digital workflows, improving efficiency and accessibility. Again, as I said, if it looks more, no worries. It doesn't matter. It's not a one-day job. It's not a solution that you buy. It's just a right strategic approach that you have to take. You have to go into that direction. Maybe we just build one block only, but that one block which we build today should be scalable after 10 years. Okay? So, automation and integration. The systems should be designed to reduce repetitive tasks and manual intervention, allowing software and databases to communicate seamlessly with each other. So you should have, like every one of us has username and password and all those, but how many username and passwords we have? Are our systems interconnected? Do we fill payroll online? Okay, is the financial systems are talking to each other? HRIS is there. If they are there, do we get a separate password or they are all integrated? Do we get a simplify onboarding, offboarding things? These technologies exist. We just want to do the things by one click. If someone joined by one click, we get it onboarded. By the same click, we get it offboarded. Okay? And once we have that system, then the processes will develop. So the business alignment and the value integration. So IT is just not about troubleshooting the issues. It's about enabling the business to achieve the goals. By digitizing the operations and integrating the systems, that IT can support decision-making, dashboards. So if you get the things right, you get your systems connected, then the next benefit you will get is the decision-making. You don't really need to read all the 30 pages of financial transactions. You might have one dashboard which will just explain you what is your cash inflow and outflow. Okay? And that will be decision-making, because when you are on a senior management level or on a director's level or on a chief and counsel level, you have to take the strategic decisions. Okay? And that dashboard will help. So the decision-making, it improves the productivity. Okay? Simple things. I was there at one place, so I was having a interaction with the membership coordinator. She got a call in front of me. She said, okay, someone called and said, okay, I want to come in tomorrow, and when is your availability? So she looked to the calendar. She said, okay, I'm available this, I'm not available this. Okay, what documents I need? Okay, these documents you need. Okay, you don't need to bring your pictures. We take it here. Okay, very good. When the call is over, I said, okay, what if you are not in the office or you're off? Okay, then what? The person will say, okay, I called 3 times, or I called the whole week, and I couldn't get an answer. It's a simple appointment calendar that we can make available online for the people. Still, people can call. There's no problem. You can call. But if you want to call after hours, you can just go online. Go find to our web page. You will find, okay, what services you want. Just click that. What slot you want to book. And it's there. We do the doctor's appointment. If you go to the university, you can find. You will say, okay, what services you want. Click that, and your booking is done. And this appointment calendar is integrated with the person Outlook calendar. So all it simplifies the process and increase the productivity. The third thing, that if person is off, don't worry. It shows that there is no availability on this date. You can book appointment based on your availability. So that's maybe a very little thing, but it will bring in efficiency. It will bring in productivity. All services you can do online. Then, so as I said, it provides a strategic advantages to this. So I have a little question here to get some feedback, but before we go to that questionnaire, I'll just recap the thing. So we talk about IT system components, that mean hardware, software, networking, data storage, process and procedures. And there is a holistic IT management approach, that means when you said about digitization of process, automation and integration, business alignment, and value creation. So now we will go back to the questionnaire. So Slido, please. Can you upload, Maverick? Okay. So there is a barcode available on your table if you haven't signed it up. Otherwise, it's the same thing which we have in the morning. So, oh, people answered already this one? That's strange. Okay, that's my first question. So what do you think? What is your biggest challenge with your IT systems? So not in place in our workplace. Feedback, remoteness, lagging internet, lack of data entry, outdated systems, only one IT guy, okay. Feedback, education, user training, lack of knowledge, funding, a big one. Yes, no worries, we will come through it, okay. No IT person, one IT person's okay. That's good, because all these challenges I'll try to explain and I'll try to give some solutions to this one. Okay. Getting more, no in-house IT, HR availability, okay. Okay, you can see people are still typing, constant updating, cost, lack of data entry, yes. No IT person at organizations. Got it. I'm here. Who's looking for me? Okay. One person only. Yeah, I'm one. Okay. Okay. Keep going. You can see 3 participants. Feedback. Is there anything we missed? Spending. No HRIS. Okay. Now, pay for outside IT people. Okay, ResNet. I don't know what is ResNet. It's maybe the services they have. Okay. It's good. Probably one last guy. Hurry up, I'm waiting for that. Oh, no, it becomes 2. Okay. Want IT person? Yes, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, cool. So I guess that's the most of the things. So as I can see that the bigger part is there is no IT person available. And yes, we'll talk about it. Okay, funding is an issue, lack of knowledge, user trainings is an issue. Then remoteness is an issue, infrastructure work. Some other infrastructure issues is lagging internet. Okay, so let's keep going. Can you please go to the next questions? Okay, so let's take a little bit more feedback about your IT. So are you satisfied with your IT setup in terms of reliability, security, and scalability for future growth? Okay. Sorry? Yeah. Okay, so almost the 50% says no, okay. Somewhat that means, okay, there are things, but it's functioning, but really not super. That's good, 30%. And yes is 20%. And again, I said that you have to make sure that you talked about reliability, you talked about security, and you talked about scalability. Okay, cool. So, oh, no, gone 51%. Yeah, let's hit the next questions. Okay, how is your IT currently managed in your organization? Do you have in-house IT team? So that means it's in-house employee. So you have your own IT employee, or you have an external vendor, but it's one person, okay? or you have a managed service providers. That means Lorries, TBXI, MNP Digital, Jolera, something like that. Oh, there's nothing in option 4. Oh, option 4 needs to be deleted. That's okay. Leave it. Yeah, so option 4 is anything. That's my mistake. Okay, so good. Yeah. Okay. So this is good to know. Like, I can see that in the feedback it says no IT person, but here I say like almost 40% say that they have in-house IT persons. Okay, good. So there is external 1 person, and then there are managed service providers. Because usually to me that hardly there is any place that I've seen that they have in-house IT person. They might have someone who manage IT. It's maybe HR, it's finance, but again, the IT mean it's a someone who is from computer science background or IT background with having those skills and all that stuff. Okay, let's keep going. Next question, please. So do you feel confident that your IT team or the service provider has a clear system or process in place for managing your IT task? Like you have clear set of process, you know what's going on, okay? Or you might say, no, I mean, someone does it and we hardly know about it. So now if I relate this one with the previous question, because if you have in-house IT person available, then this yes should be equivalent to that one, okay? Because no means that the process is not clear, okay? It's not happening. And that's one of the examples that I had a time when I was working with one of First Nations. I just visited them, and we had a discussions about IT, and I was just assessing what they have. So the guy, CEO, came up with the 2 pages. He said, Abdul, can you help me to understand what this is about? I said, what happened? He said, okay, our vendor has done all this, and we really don't know that it is done or not done, and number 1. And number 2, and we don't know how much he's going to charge us, maybe 5 grand, 10 grand. I read those 2 pages. He said, okay, when I read this one, this is all security settings, but they should be there from the start. I can't say that they were not there and now he did it. Okay, it should be there from the start. That's number 1. And number 2, that all these features and settings are provided by Microsoft. Okay, there's nothing he is doing from his pocket. And he said, okay, see, we don't know about it. This is all we got. And we say, okay, this is all I did this month, this, and we don't know what bill we will get. Okay, so that's another challenge that says, okay, that if you have in-house IT person, that might help you to advocate that things, or might able to translate it for you that yes, these things were required, it is supposed to done, and he has done it. Or maybe it's just never there, the person needs to do it. So we'll look into that. Okay, shows like around 50% is no, 20 to 30%, 25 to 30% somewhat. That means the process is partially exist, okay? And, yes, that's a yes. That means you have a full digitization of that process. And I'm really glad of it, okay? So, but maybe in a further discussion, we can see that the way I am anticipating and the way you are thinking, is it the same thing or not? Okay, let's go to the next. Let's make it quick. Not people get bored. Okay. What one improvement in your IT setup would make the biggest positive impact in your organization? What do you think? Hire 1 person? ERPs, okay, that's good to know. communication, more staff. Oh, wow, who's that guy? Hire you. I'm here. Okay, IT assistant, training, software training, communications, more team members. Okay, IT rep and staff training. Yes, awesome. Getting rid of dial-up internet. Yes, you should. Of course. Okay, come to work. Good. Is it about IT person? He's not coming or she's not showing up to the work? Okay, better support. Okay, so this is something that tells us the challenges that we are looking. Okay, we have a training, a major component. Okay, we have better support. So I would say that there is a kind of, lackness in those areas which you are, having challenges in this one. You don't have an IT staff. That's what when I come to the previous question, say, okay, do you have in-house IT? Okay, but like here, a lot of things is we need IT person. So these are the few things that just bring a little picture, okay, that we have here. So let's see in our slides, continue with our slides, what are the challenges that I have identified, and then how we can try to meet up all those things that we have here. So challenges with the IT in First Nations that I have highlighted. Okay, the first one is IT hero culture. Okay, there is usually one person, whether in-house one person. If it's in-house, it's good. It's still positive side. But it's most probably it's an outside vendor. It's MSP, one person MSP, or just one person who's always in contact. And that's, to me, it's a big challenge, because that individual is single-handedly saving the organization day after day. He's doing everything, installing the new system, handling the cybersecurity breaches, and all the complex software problems. Well, in my first slide, he said that IT is a more broader field. Even me, I'm not one enough, okay? It's a team. It's a team with a different skill set. Then, what drives for an IT hero culture? Why we have that IT hero culture? First of all, there is a rapid organization growth. So organization was small, like 5, 10, 20 people, and now they are gone up to 100 and 100 plus. But that one person is still part of that journey, part of the train, okay? Then lack of IT funding. Yes, that's another thing. High expectation, technological complexity, because there is a technological complexity, you might not able to find the right people for it. Short-term solutions, but long-term drawback. The organization face bottlenecks and inefficiencies. So how to address this? This is the first thing that you have to see, that you have to move to the process-driven culture, not to a person, from a person to process-driven culture, because persons are there not forever. Okay, persons are not there. If I'm here, I may have moved on. There will be another person. But did we have defined a real process? Then the process will stay. It will stay, the organization will grow. And that is the most important thing, that transition to a process-driven culture that change organization, effectiveness, efficiency, and address your IT challenge. And how we can move to this IT hero to process-driven culture, we need some strategic actions. First of all, we need leadership commitment, that they feel that, yes, we need to move in this direction. Then we need a clear communication. We have to document the process. We have to invest in IT, okay? And then it's a continuous improvement. So the other challenge, so the first one is IT hero culture. That means it's one person is doing all the stuff. The second one is a cybersecurity risk. So you might have facing a lot of cybersecurity issues because digital adaptation is growing. We are in the cyber world. So maybe you are the areas you need enhanced email security. You have phishing protection, safe links attachments, data loss preventions, enforce security policies, conditional access, patch management and monitoring. So these are some of the key areas for cybersecurity. As I said, I'm not going to the theory or not to the underlying technology, because the objective here is not to teach you IT, is actually to tell what is the importance of IT and how we can take the strategic actions to it. So the other issues could be technological obsolescence, okay? The technology is really growing. iPhone is coming every year, new model, okay? The new technology. I bought 13, but now 16 is there, and I want to buy it, okay? So this is the same thing in the computers. Yeah, maybe someone can find me. Is there a prize? Okay, so the rapid changes in technology can make it difficult for the communities to keep their IT services up to date. So the key issues that includes is asset management, okay? We don't really get track what we have and who has it, okay? We have sometimes tons of devices in the communities, multiple devices, but there is no control over it, okay? Then IT budgeting, this is very important thing. I have seen with the communities that they buy things individually. They are investing every department. Education has bought some, justice has bought some, Jordan Principal has bought some, land and governance has bought some. Then why not we consolidate all of them at place and make as IT budget, so we clearly know that how much we are spending on a hardware, how much we are spending on a software. And if we get them together, then we can get better deals on it one. Single sign-on, you don't need a lot of passwords, just one password for everything. Data storage and backups, disaster recovery plans. And all these are existing technologies. I'm not talking about any rocket science here, okay? So, what are the other challenges? These are the challenges that some of you have mentioned. Infrastructure, because the communities are in the remote locations, okay? So it's an issue of internet. I can see the dial-up internet. I mean, it's really old school. Dial-up internet is still there. That was a surprise for me. I guess I used it somewhere 2004 or before that. But, I mean, this is an infrastructure issue because of the remote areas. Then digital literacy gap, that, that there are varying level of digital literacy within communities, okay? And that hinders, to uptake of IT services. Then limited local IT workforce. So this is another big issue, that there is a scarcity of local IT people. If you are up north in the reserve somewhere, okay, it's hard to find the people. So how we can address all of these things that I have identified and you have almost referred the same things. So we can address them by using the strategic role, because IT is like a nervous system. It's running through every of your departments. What if we just turn off the internet these days? Okay, just internet, nothing else. Your phone is with you, your i7, your iPhone 16, everything. But if there is no internet, they are just waste. Okay, they are just like a, just a paperweight. Okay, so IT is like a nervous system. So you have to see that IT department is not a group of problem solver, but as a business enabler. It can improve user experience through efficient systems, ensuring data security, compliance, or implementing technologies that allow for remote work. Okay, this is another thing. We can make it work that, okay, you open your laptop here in Winnipeg, or if I open my laptop in Thunder Bay, it should be exactly same. I should feel that I'm in my office. Everything, all the resources that I have available in the office would be available if I have to turn on my laptop. But if it's not there, then means we are behind, okay? So, how we can address this? We can use ITSM, the Information Technology Service Management, okay? It's a strategic approach to IT management with the focus on delivering values to the customers. So the customers are users over here. The community members are out. So ITSM, it's clearly defined the roles and responsibility of every individual and departments regarding the IT services. It will allow for increased productivity, lower cost, and improve end user satisfaction. And this goes beyond traditional IT support. So what are the benefits of this one? Improve efficiency, enhance service quality, better alignment with business goals, increase accountability, and cost optimization. What are the key components? I mean, this is whole theory, so that's why I'm just skipping it. I'm not going to a lot of details. I'm just giving the just the headlines, just the headings, okay? So the key components: you have a help desk, you have an incident management, you have a problem management, you have change management, you have service level management, you have configuration management, you get knowledge management, and you get service request management. And you get IT asset management, starting from procurement and to retirement and disposal. Now, I will say, okay, how to get it? We just talk about we don't have IT persons, okay? We don't have setup, or we still have dial-up and all those things. So now we will talk about the solutions, how we can address this, how we can apply ITSM, what are the strategic approaches that we can take, okay? So there are different frameworks. You don't worry about frameworks. This is a purely IT people problem. But of course, these are the known existent framework, and the first one is very popular these days. In every government organization, in every big IT company, if you will look in Ottawa, in every job, you will find that, okay, we need someone who knows ITIL, Information Technology Infrastructure Library, ITIL, okay? COBIT is also there. They works parallel. Then ISO, the standard organization who apply the standard process. And that's very important. I'm personally in favor of accreditations because that helps you to document a lot of your process. And that's very important part. Anyways, so we'll come to this, how to implement it. I would say that you have three possibilities. The first one, if you are really grown enough, if you have like 150 or more employees, you can have in-house team, okay? You can hire your in-house team because you are grown enough. Now you have so many users, you need on-site support. So you can hire an IT manager or a director to set your IT strategy. You can hire a network administrator because you divide the IT into two parts, the network and the systems, okay? So you hire a network administrator and a system administrator. But these days, the system administrator is more role as 365 administrator because a lot of us, we are using Microsoft 365. So that's why we need now 365 administrator. So I would say you need a network administrator to manage your networks, to manage your servers, to manage your network equipment, cyber security issues of your network, and then a systems, which means 365 administrator to manage your Microsoft 365. And in Microsoft 365, you have tons of product. When we just pay for one license, it's a business premium or it's a business standards. You have Teams, you got SharePoint, you got Outlook, tons of the product as part of this license. But are we really utilizing all of them? So that's why we need a Net 365 administrator. Then we need help desk technician to do the day-to-day help desk task, cybersecurity specialist. If we are way bigger organization, we hire a separate guy as a cybersecurity specialist. But medium to large organization, or even a small, not medium to large, small to medium organization, the cybersecurity part can work with the network administrator and 365 administrator. It's partially both of their role. They can work on it. What are the steps to build IT department? You have to assess needs. You have to define roles and hire. Have to implement ITSM process, adopt tools and systems which are related to those ones. And then, of course, anything to this is a continuous improvement. What if you cannot hire in-house team? You say, okay, we are way up north, or we are way up there, we are remote, it's difficult to find people. Okay, then the second approach for you is MSP, the managed service provider. Who is managed service provider? It could be big company like MNP Digital or Jolera or Dell or ASUS, or it could be local companies like, I would say Thunder Bay, I know some name, the TBXI or Lorries or something like that. Or it could be just one person. I saw some people that they have one person. But again, one person is not MSP. They call themselves MSPs, but it's not, again, it's a one-person skills. So the MSP is always a team. It should be a way bigger team that who have all those skills. And what they can do, the core MSP services, they can proactively monitoring and maintenance. So they can reduce the downtime and enhance the security. Help desk support. All you need to do, just pick a phone, make a call, or drop an email, a ticketing service. Security management, clouds and data solutions. So what are the benefits of using MSP? First of all, they could be cost effective. You get flat price. Okay, you say, okay, we charge $150 per user. And for 50 users, this is the amount. Make unlimited calls, okay? But that's remote support. If you are coming on site, then you have to pay more to that. Then it's a predictable expense. You know what is your expenses going on, okay? You can focus on your core business value, and MSP will focus on the IT stuff. So you don't have to worry about IT stuff at all. They have a team, or they must have a team. If you go to Government of Canada website, okay, especially the cybersecurity, they have listed the requirements that make sure that MSP you are hiring fulfill those requirements. So that's make things easier to make sure that if it's one person or more than one person, do they fulfill that criteria? Okay, I can share it with you if later on someone say. So expert skills and technologies. But again, there could be some challenges with MSP. What are the challenges? Dependency and transparency. Again, it is possible, okay, we don't know about IT. Anything the MSP will say you have to accept it because you have no other way around. And these businesses, they are usually threat selling approach. In all my presentation, I could just make it on cybersecurity and make sure that you are scared enough when you leave this room, okay? And then we'll say, okay, this is a problem? Oh, my phone can be hacked or anything? Okay, what should I do? I'll say, okay, I have a solution. You buy this product and that's it. Okay. Not against this one, but just not the one element we have to address. We have to address the whole component, okay? So we have to avoid IT hero culture by maintaining the oversight and clear communication. Customization, we ensure the MSP services align with your organization's specific needs. Service level agreement. You have to make sure that what agreement you made, did you got value to that? Okay, I gave you an example that they have the community I was visiting, they have MSP, and they have an MSP where have a Teams, but they got 2 pages and they say, okay, these are the all security settings we did. Well, these settings are already in 365 license. You have to do it from day one. So then how you can address this? So you can combine MSP with an IT consultant or vendor manager. Now at this point, this will help you. You don't need to hire a one full-time person, okay? But that one IT consultant can oversee your IT. Again, I have to say oversee. That means you have MSP services. It can work as a bridge between your organization and external IT providers. So MSP will see your day-to-day operations, while IT consultant or vendor can make a strategic decisions, can oversee the IT. I'm almost at the end. Don't know what the time is. But so the key responsibilities is the performance validation, accountability and SLA management, contract and cost efficiency, strategic IT guidance, risk and security oversight. Okay, so is it gone? Okay, so all you have to choose between the three. You choose and make an in-house IT team, you have a managed service provider, or you take a combination of managed service provider with an IT consultant. So here is a proposed IT roadmap, okay? We will start, anyone can start with this one. That means you modernize and secure the infrastructure. That's our first step. Next phase, it brings the cost efficiency through optimization, improved IT governance and process, empowering in-house staff through trainings, and at the end, it should provide community-centric benefits. Offer the services digitally to your community members. Improve the efficiency and productivity. So that's a very simple 5-phase strategy roadmap. So I have already shared, I know there is a lot, so that's why I shared this a little handout. It's not a little really, like it has all the same concepts that I explained here. So you can keep it with you. And at the end, like I have a little details of the proposed IT roadmap. If you want to go some more details, just the last 2 pages, okay? That what I wrote here, just the headings. And here you have more details. And then I further elaborated the first one. Say, for example, if you talk about IT infrastructure modernization and strategic alignment assessment. So the last page give you some further phases that how we will or how we can modernize our IT infrastructure. So that's like I try to make sure that everything at minimum level, which is available here, this is with you. You can refer it anytime. My email is there if you need some help or something. I think that's pretty much everything overloaded. Thank you. Miigwech.